G'day folks, Ben from Snowy's today, showing you Cedar Summit's Pursuit Plus lightweight self-inflating hiking mat.
Hit it.
This lightweight hiking mat has 7.5 centimeters of thickness for versatile adjustment for your comfort. It's made with recycled materials and environmentally friendly manufacturing processes and features a delta core that makes it easy to roll up and quick to set up. Before we dive in, we've got loads more content like this on our channel, so make sure you like and subscribe below. Now let's jump into the product. So this is Cedar Summit's Pursuit Plus mat here. This is the regular contour shape. Now they're available in 4 different sizes. There's a regular and a large, the regular being 183 centimeters in length and about 56 centimeters in width. The large going up to 198 centimeters in length. And then you do also get it, you can get it in a rectangular shape as well, which is the same lengths and widths, but instead of being contoured at the end here, it is actually a rectangular shape, so you've got more sleeping area. And these are the 2 ends of the pack sizes. So this guy here weighs about just over 800 grams. That's the one I've got in front of me here, the regular contour shape. And then the rectangular large or long version weighs about just over 1.4 kilos. So that's the 2 sizes that you've got there. So you've got something to really cater for any adventure. This regular, the contour large one is kind of seeping into lightweight camping category. It's light enough to take hiking if you like, but if you've got a compact camp setup, then this gives you 7.5 centimeters thickness plus plenty of sleeping area, so quite a versatile mat. Now when you buy these, they come in a side loading bag like this guy here, which makes it really easy to pack away. So instead of trying to squeeze it in the top and make sure you've got a small enough sort of diameter to be able to squeeze it through a top loading bag, it's side loading like this. So even if you're a bit lazy and you don't pack it up properly, it goes inside here really easily. Bit of a repair kit there as well, and that's all you get with the mat. Now they are made with a recycled material. The surface here is a 20 denier recycled material, and they've gone for a lot of environmentally friendly choices in the manufacturing processes. This is solution dyed material, which saves heaps and heaps of water. It's actually dyed at the start of the process, not dyeing the yarn, so it uses less water. It's also recycled materials, and they're all bluesign approved. So they've made a real step towards making sure that their mats are have a really environmentally friendly, or reduce their footprint that they've got on the environment in the manufacturing process. Inside is a PU comb and a PU foam with a delta core. And you can sort of see the delta core here. Hopefully you can pick that up on the camera. You can see you've got sort of opposing triangles like this. When this folds up, they kind of lock in on each other, or they fold in on each other a little bit. So this collapses into this space here, this bit collapses into this space, and it makes it really easy to fold up. It gives you lots of volume this way, while packing up small when it's in transport, and also save heaps of weight because they've cored all this out. Now the width is 7.5 centimeters, the height, 7.5 centimeters. That goes from kind of this section here where this bulges out here to this section here that bulges out here. So the foam in the middle is not quite 7.5, but total of 7.5 centimeters in height there. And it gives you an R-value of 4.2, so it really is an all-season mat. It's going to be comfortable for most environments. If you do want to use it in really, really cold environments, you can always add another closed-cell foam mat or something underneath it as well. A bit of a tour around the mat. There's not a lot to show. The top and the bottom are largely the same, so you've got this kind of ridge to the surface here. Bottom's pretty much the same. It's the same material on the bottom there, 20 denier lightweight polyester material. Got that contoured shape, so it tapers down at the foot end here, tapers at the head end here. Main feature to show is the valve. They call this an XPEL valve. This does multiple things. If I open the top, it's in inflate mode, so we've got a little valve in there that doesn't allow air out, but it allows it back in. Also allows us to adjust it. Now I'm going to roll this up and set it up for you shortly, but to give you an example of how you can adjust it, if you push in the middle here, air will escape. So that allows you to overinflate it, so it's nice and firm, lie on it, and then adjust the pressure to your liking. If we then take this up, it goes into their expel mode. There's nothing there stopping air from going in or out, so that's the mode that you would use to roll it up in. You can also use this in deflate mode. If you flip this around, which I'm going to do now, that's in deflate mode. That allows air to escape and not suck it back in. So what that means is we can roll it up once. Being a little bit lazy and don't want to squeeze all the air out the first time, you can roll it up the first time, unroll it and do it again. It's not going to suck air back in between. So to pack this up now, actually I'm going to make this even easier on myself. leave this in XPEL mode because there's no restriction of the air coming out there now. To pack this up, fold it in half, start at the foot end so that you're always pushing air towards the valve at the top there. And I'm going to be quite lazy with this. Do one very loose roll just to get most of the air out. And then I'll put that valve in and use it in deflate mode to do the second roll. So that's very loosely rolled up there. I'm just going to twist this one over like this, push it in that way. So if I unroll this now, it's not going to suck air back in. Just for the fun of it, we'll see if this will fit back in the bag here with that very loose roll. There's still heaps of air inside this. I've not tried very hard at all, but if I was being lazy and in a rush, I can get that back in the bag there now, but we can pack that down far smaller. So we'll do a second roll. Unroll this, make sure it's folded neatly in half. It's going to make a smaller pack size. Start from the bottom here and start squeezing the air out really firmly from the start. Some nice firm pressure down. Obviously when you're doing this, you want to make sure you're not doing it on prickly ground or something that you can end up puncturing the mat. Keep squeezing that out. So I'm pushing all the air towards the valve at the end here. You just need to hold it to make sure it doesn't drift so it folds nice and neatly in half. You can see now, got all this air that's now starting to squeeze out this end here. I'll roll that right over, squeeze all the air out. Now I can leave that like that if I like, but I'm actually going to seal it up. Put that in, put the other cap in. And we know this is going to go in super easy because we got it in before, but that's now a more reasonable pack size. So that packed up with 2 rolls. I could actually pack it up like that the first time if I wanted, but that was pretty easy. When you get to camp, to set it up, undo your mat, one of the first things you do, so you don't have to do too much work. So when you get here, open this right up to the XPEL valve mode and let it sit. Now this mat has been stored uncompressed, so that foam has a memory of being expanded. It's going to suck the air in pretty quickly. You can see at this end here, it's almost inflated all the way already. You can see that's now sitting there inflating by itself. When I say self-inflating, it inflates most of the way by itself, but it will need a little bit of help. Now, you can use an electric pump, or I've got a Cedar Summit pump sack here. This is their Airstream pump sack. This fits inside the valve there to pump extra air in, because by itself, this is going to be quite soft to lie on. So I'll stop this now. So that's roughly inflated as far as it will by itself. That's quite soft. If I lie on this now, give you an idea of how comfortable it would be. You've got 7.5 centimeters of thickness. Lying on that now, that supports me off the ground lying on my back. On my side, I'm probably going to be, I'm almost off the ground actually on my hips on my side here as well, just with it inflated that far actually. So the 7.5 centimeter gives me a little bit of extra depth there. I could almost sleep on it like this. It's actually quite comfortable, inflated by itself, so I don't actually need to put any extra air in it, but I will, just to show you how you can adjust it. So we'll go back to the valve at the top here and just open the top section. I'll use the pump sack. This doesn't come with the mat. You can buy these separately. But this fits inside the valve there. So we attach it like that. We can blow some air in. The beauty of these is you can double them as storage bags as well. And I'll squeeze some air inside that. I'm going to make it really, really firm. It's quite firm now. I'm probably only going to need one of these. That's feeling quite tight now, so I didn't even need a full one of those. And that's really, really firm. Probably too firm to sleep on. I'll leave that off because I'm going to lie on here and adjust it for you. So I'll lie this way so that you can see the valve. This is a really firm sleeping surface now. It's comfortable to lie on. I don't know whether I'd be comfortable sleeping all night like that. And if I lie on my side, actually feels pretty comfortable on my side as well. My hips sink in a little bit. I'm not touching the ground with it this firm. If I wanted to adjust it, I come up to the top here, press the little valve here. Just let some air out. Doesn't need too much. I can feel myself sinking into the mat a little bit. That's just dropped me down just a little bit and adjusted my comfort. Obviously a pillow here is going to make it more comfortable as well, but gives you that adjustment. This 7.5 centimeters of thickness gives you that bit of flexibility to sink into the ground a little bit. So if you're looking for a mat to balance comfort and lightweight adventures, because some of the thicker mats are really heavy, this guy here weighs in at under 1 kilo still. Gives you 7.5 centimeters of thickness, packs up really compact in your bag and insulates really well in a lot of different climates. Really versatile mat that's, by buying it, you're doing your little bit in helping the environment because of the manufacturing processes that Cedar Summit have put in place. You can check these out online at snowies.com.au.